admission to the probation officer that you used cocaine several times since you were sentenced on August 6th, the last time being August 29th. You understand that charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
August 29th, a crack pipe was found in your vehicle. You understand that charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
August 29th, you left the probation department without submitting a valid urine screen. You understand that charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
August 29th, positive urine screen for cocaine. You understand that charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Mulkey?
Yes, Your Honor. After speaking with my client, he will waive his final hearing in this case, and we would like to proceed to disposition and then be heard on that when appropriate, Judge. Thank you.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Sanson?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's your plea to those allegations?
Guilty.
I'll accept your guilty plea and find you guilty. Well, that didn't last long.
Your Honor, I'm not going to make no excuses. I've learned that. I was a kid. I was playing with fire, and I got burned, and I found out that it hurt. I found out that it hurt a lot. I messed, excuse my language, but I fucked up, and I apologize.
Well, I'm going to terminate your intervention, by the
I
way.
understand.
So, why? Apparently, I completely misread you when I gave you intervention. Because you've got some previous drug cases, and I guess I assumed that you wanted to get your shit together and stop using drugs, but you walk out the door after being in jail for 80 days on August 6th and immediately begin using cocaine. Why is that?
I mean, after it didn't take me until starting to go to the NA meetings in here to realize that I thought I was able to still hang out with the same people.
Why would you think that?
I honestly, Your Honor, I don't know. It's hard to cut ties, and I realize now that the girlfriend that I thought was my girlfriend is not my girlfriend.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I just can't. I can't affiliate with people like that and expect myself to do the right thing. I can't. I fail.
Why didn't you realize that when you sat in jail for 80 days the first time?
It's just I'm a slow learner. I play with fire. I burn myself and I realize how hot it is. And
All
this
these,
time
all these chef analogies, right? So you've been a chef for how long?
13 years.
Okay. And where are some of the better places you've worked at?
The Standard on 185th, which is actually the previous owner. What is my sponsor? His name's Chris Hammer. He's a good guy. He actually, when I was struggling, I would call him and he was helping me. But there was a few times that I hiccuped, and I don't have no. Again, excuse my language, but I fucked up, Your Honor. And now it's this.
I mean,
time.
I'm aware of that. I mean, you've told me that twice, and I presume that you did since you're here, and I read what you did. So it's you don't have to emphasize that because I know you did. Okay, the question is why you did, and why you don't seem to give a shit about your freedom or lack thereof.
I'm a slow learner, and
Well, now you told me twice you're a slow learner. Okay. Now it seems to me, okay, I'm not a chef. Okay, I can cook pizza, I can cook burgers, I can even cook a decent steak once in a while. Okay, but I have watched Hell's Kitchen a lot. Okay, so I do know what goes from watching that, what goes into being a chef. Okay, and it's not it doesn't seem to me to be at a decent restaurant. It doesn't seem to be an easy job, and you got to have your act together because there's a lot of things going on at once. Okay, you got to know what you're doing, So you cannot be a stupid person and work at a decent restaurant, okay? So you're not if you've been a chef for 13 years at a good restaurant, you can't be stupid. So you're not stupid, okay? So why are you doing stupid stuff?
After you just said that, it kind of clicked. I think I'm having trouble finding balance, and every time I stumble down, something gets to me emotionally, and then I start going down the wrong path. Usually with a woman, but that's what it seems like. I'm having trouble finding balance, finding the flavors that match, and these little meetings been helping me, honestly. When I was on my probation, I was going to AA meetings, and I couldn't find no useful information in those. But then coming back in here, going to the NA meetings, those actually been like giving me insight to help me recover balance, recover my feet. And I'm just ashamed of myself. It took me this long to actually. I'm ashamed that I have to hear you say it for it to click in my head to know what I got to do. That's all I got, Your Honor. I'm ashamed of myself, honestly.
Why did you run out of the probation department when you were supposed to stay there?
Because I was afraid to come back to jail.
Okay. Well, that didn't work out very well because you got caught within a pretty short period of time, huh?
Yeah. After I left the probation officer, it wasn't more so that. It was more so I was afraid of losing my car, and I was worried about getting her home, and just and like small things that I shouldn't have been.
Are you still in contact with her?
No, not anymore. We broke up.
Listen, are you still in contact with her?
In contact?
Yeah.
I mean, I have her phone number.
Okay.
But I'm done with her.
Are you still in contact with her? I know you have her phone number. Okay, you told me that. I know you said you're done with her, but you haven't answered my question. Are you still in contact with her? Since you've been in jail, have you been in contact with her?
Yeah, since I've been in jail, but from the last 2 weeks, I have not been.
Okay, so quit hedging your bets here, okay? Because I asked you if you were in contact with her, and you
I said yes.
And you were, okay? But it took you 3 times to answer the question, okay? I mean,
I'm sorry, Your
I
Honor.
tell you what, you're not very good at. You're not very good at convincing me that what you're telling me isn't bullshit, okay? Because when I ask you that question, I knew the answer to the question before I asked it, okay? But you tried to avoid that, okay? So that tells me that maybe what you're telling me is what you think I want to hear as you sit here today, okay? That's what that makes me think, okay? You got a problem that you've had for a long time, and you've determined you don't want to do anything about it, or you want to minimally try to do something about it, but not really, okay? And until you decide you're going to do something about it, you're going to keep showing up in Willoughby Municipal Court, Cuyahoga County Common Pleas Court, Portage County Municipal Court, Willoughby Municipal Court, Euclid Municipal Court. You're going to keep doing that. Now, if you like doing that, then you're just going to keep on doing what you're doing and party on. But if you don't, then you better do something about it. Did you ever contact Signature Health?
Yes.
And what did they tell you?
They wanted me to do the IOP program. They put me on counseling for mental health.
And how many sessions did you go to?
I didn't start it.
Why not?
The week that I got it all started is the week that I got booked into it.
Okay, you got out of jail on August 6th. When did you contact Signature Health?
Within the first week, I scheduled a meeting. I did the assessment. I made the assessment, and then I came back, and then I was in Cuyahoga County, and then
Doing what?
the meeting with our probation officer out there, and he gave me his list of things to do. I forgot what the company is, but then I told him that I have to go with Signature Health with their assessment. He's like, that'll as long as I bring him the paperwork with that'll be suffice for him.
When's the last time you talked to him?
Me personally, or
Yep.
I was supposed to see him September 12th. I talked to him the week before September 12th, so I don't know what the exact date was.
Called him from over here?
No, this is before I got arrested.
So haven't you been in jail since August 29th?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you talked to him September 5th.
My friend Katie, I told him I was in jail. My friend Katie told him that my next court date is today. And he told Katie to tell me that if I was released today, to go straight report to him so he can hash things out in Cleveland. I have to see the judge in Cleveland. He said he's not going to put a hold on me. He's going to leave it to me to do the right thing. And I'm so tired of doing
He's an optimistic sort, isn't he?
Yeah, I suppose so. I suppose so. For leaving it in my hands. And
right.
We all know how much I play with fire. I'm so done getting burned.
Well, you get burned when you keep sticking your hand in the fire, when you know what's going to happen when you stick your hand in the fire. All right, I'm going to place you on community control for 3 years. And you're either going to take this opportunity to begin to solve your problem, or you're going to stare at the wall and keep on doing what you're doing. Okay, that's up to you. I have no control over which course you take. But I'm going to sentence you to 111 days in jail with credit for 56. That means you're going to do 45 more. The last 30 of which will be in the jail treatment program. You're going to complete that and follow those recommendations. Then you're going to go to either Lake House or Concord Pines and comply with that, complete that program, and follow those recommendations. You're going to get a mental health evaluation and follow those recommendations. No drugs or alcohol with screens. 4 AA meetings a week, and if you want to go to NA meetings, go to NA meetings and get a sponsor. And it doesn't do any good to have a sponsor unless you use a sponsor. Full employment, you're to go to only one doctor and one dentist and one pharmacy for any medication. If you are prescribed medication, take it only as prescribed. Sign releases for probation, and pay the cost and supervision fees. Do you understand everything?
Yes, Your Honor, but as I was talking to my attorney, if I have to do all these hoops, and can I just take my time and walk away? That's a lot to go through.
So everything you just told me,
I understand
for 20 minutes was complete bullshit.
No, it's not, Your Honor.
So you go from intervention, which means you're not going to get a conviction, to wanting to go to prison because you don't want to go through the process of what you have to do in order to stop showing up here.
I just don't.
So here's what you do. I'm not changing that, okay? But you can go over to the jail. You can go in this jail treatment program, get yourself kicked out of it, then you'll violate, then you can come back, and then I'll send you to prison, okay? So if you want to go to prison, you're going to have to wait 15 days, get in there on day 1, get yourself kicked out of it, and then we'll be back, and then I'll send you to prison, okay? And then after you do that, the good news is when you go to prison, you'll be able to get all the drugs you want in prison, okay? That's like, there's more drugs there than there probably is when you walk down the street a couple of blocks, okay? So you'll be able to get all the drugs you want, do all the drugs you want. Then when you get out, you can continue right on.
Your Honor, it's not about the drugs, though. It's just I don't want to put myself in the position where I'd have to do another 6 months and then continuously be on probation when I'm already almost at 6 months served. So,
right.
So I'd rather be able to just walk away as a free man, do my time and walk away as a free man.
Okay. Well, I just gave you the roadmap to how to do it.
All right.
All right.
You decide what